How to quickly multitask on a Chromebook, Mac, PC. You're just going to be using the browser. Open up any browser, Safari, Chrome, whatever else you've got, Mozilla Firefox, that other one, the Internet Explorer thing. And let's see how I'm tiling it up at the top, and then I'm going to put a little bit of space at the bottom. And I'm going into StatCrunch, logging into my StatCrunch. So I can have my StatCrunch on one side of the screen. Just make sure it's not maximized or full screen. So I'm here, logged into StatCrunch. Now I'm like, oh, I need to type something out on Word. So see how I'm giving some of the desktop is at the bottom now because I made it go all the way to the top, but at the bottom I've got some space available. And so pretty much I'm just going to put these overlapping so I can just quickly use my mouse to go between the two. So see, I'm putting this Word document, I'm going to make it go down more at the bottom, and at the top stay a little bit below. And so I quickly can go through and just use my mouse to go between. I'm sure there's an easier process, but this is just the way I've done it for many years. You can also just say you want to open up another browser tab. Just take the tab, drag it over, and layer it the same way. So you can go between two websites at the same time. So you can open up Canvas and StatCrunch at the same time.
And we'll show you how to split screen on your Chromebook. I will send you your instructions, and I like the instructions to be on the left side of the screen and your working document on the right side. There are two different ways to achieve this. The first way is to use shortcut keys. But first we have to separate our tabs. So we're going to take the second tab, Untitled Document, and we're going to drag it straight down. Now, I want this document to move to the right side of my screen. So I'm going to use my Alt key and the bracket. The bracket is located in the top right corner of your keyboard near the backspace key, and it looks like this. Next, to get this on one side, I'm going to click on that side, hold down my Alt key, and press my left bracket. There I have two screens going at the same time, so I can look at my instructions and I can type over here. The other way that you can achieve this is by taking one tab, this first tab, and dragging it to the right, and once you're to the right, release. And then take the other tab and drag it to the left and release.
Are you thinking about splitting your computer screen to display two or more programs? Windows 10 has a feature called snapping, which allows you to snap a program window to the side or corner of your desktop. Welcome to another video tutorial by Windows Chimp. Here's how to enable multitasking. Go to Start menu, click Settings. Now head over to System and click Multitasking. Toggle on all of the options and you're done. To see it in action, open a desired window and minimize it. Next, open the other window and drag on either sides of your PC. Now select the other window on the opposite side and minimize everything to open a third window. Drag any of the two windows on the edges of your PC and select the third window on the opposite sides.
Split View on your Mac lets you view two apps full screen side by side. Here's how to use it for distraction-free multitasking. To enter Split View from the desktop, hold down the green Full Screen button in the upper left corner of an app window. Once the window shrinks, drag it to the left or right side of the screen. Your desktop will resize to the other half of the screen, showing all your other open windows. Now click another app to use both windows side by side. We'll use the calendar. If you changed your mind about which side you want each app on, you can drag one Windows toolbar to the opposite side, and they'll swap places. If you want one app to take up more of the screen, you can drag the vertical line between the windows. To view another app or the desktop while in Split View, swipe with 4 fingers on your trackpad. In some versions of macOS, you can do this with 3 fingers instead of 4. And to go back to your Split View window, just make a 4-finger swipe again. To exit, you can swipe up with 4 fingers to open Mission Control, and then click the expand arrow in the upper left of your Split View window to return to your desktop just as it was before. There are other ways to enter and exit Split View too. Check the link in the description for more information. And that's Split View. Multitasking just got a whole lot easier. To learn more about making the most of your Mac, subscribe to the Apple Support channel, or click another video to keep watching.
With Split View and iPad OS, you can be more productive than ever. Work on 2 things side by side on your iPad, then quickly switch between projects whenever you need to. In this video, we'll show you how to open multiple windows of the same app, use 2 apps side by side, and exit Split View. Let's say you're working in Notes, and it would be helpful to look at 2 notes at the same time. To do this, select a note from the sidebar and drag it to either side of the screen. This is Split View. You can edit each of these notes on their own. Drag the divider to adjust how much space each side takes up. Need to look at another note? Slide 1 finger up from the bottom edge of the screen until the dock appears, then release. Then tap that same app icon and tap the plus icon in the upper right corner to open another window in a new space. Now you can easily switch between note spaces by swiping along the bottom of the screen or by swiping across the screen with 4 fingers. To see all of your open spaces for this app, slide 1 finger up from the bottom edge to reveal the dock again, and select the app you'd like to view. This is called App Expose, which shows all of the spaces where you have open windows for that app. You can also work in 2 different apps side by side. In an app, swipe up to reveal the dock. Touch and hold another app, and drag it upwards. Let's add a photo to Notes. Touch and hold the photo, and drag it into your note. Done! This space will show up in App Expose for both Notes and Mail. You can exit Split View anytime. Just drag the app divider to either edge of the screen, over the app or space you no longer need to view. Both of these spaces will return to a single full screen. You'll find them in App Expose or the App Switcher should you need them again. And that's how to use Split View to multitask across apps. For more iPad tips, subscribe to the Apple Support channel or click another video to keep watching.
So let's just say you're in a Zoom room with your best friend and you're like, hey, I'd like to also use StatCrunch at the same time. So I'm going to make my Zoom, and I'm going between StatCrunch and my good buddy, and I'm like, hey, look at me, I can just go between these two tabs, so you can also layer your windows there. That's when she realizes she's being recorded.